My absolute perfect darling. Don't struggle too much there, you know? It's gonna make the ropes tighter and tighter. Yeah, it's more of a slip knot than anything. I do know how much you love something that's nice and tight, don't you? Oh, well, I mean, like when you're being wrapped up in a nice hug, you know? Like I was giving you last night, that nice little cuddle with the struggle. This? I made some breakfast for you. That is some chicken and some feta cheese and then some spinach sausaged up and packaged nice and warmly. And then I brought some nice Greek sauce, like you usually put on gyros and everything. And I also set aside some maple sausages, so you don't just have lots of protein need to replenish after everything that happened last night. I do so love a lot of baby, what are you doing? I need you to look at me. I need you to look at me when you I know you don't like this setup. I know you don't like how things are right now, but they'll change, They'll change, that they can be different. Once I know that you're not going to try to run away again, then things will get better. They'll get better. I'm sure people are looking for you. God, see, I knew I couldn't get too much past you. You're so intelligent for seeing what I saw. That the world out there doesn't deserve someone as wonderful as you. That's why you've always rejected everything, the social norms, everything around you. It just makes perfect sense. And you have learned, because I'm never too far away from you, that I will never, ever leave you. Not like everybody in your life has. Baby, you are safe with me forever. And I never wanted anyone the way I've wanted you. You have consumed every thought in my head, every heartbeat. I sometimes go days without eating because all I do is think about you and what are you doing, and are you safe, and are you warm, and are you feeling loved, and is someone being mean to you, and do I have to then go pay them a visit? Like I pay a lot of people a visit whenever they're what? Sorry. I'm getting all up in my head, I guess. Well, you see, darling, I love you so much. I went out and when I couldn't be around you, which was rare, I memorized all of your favorite foods, and I know exactly how you like your coffee. Go ahead, try it. It's right there. Yeah? And it's at the perfect temperature. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's exactly what's going to fill your mouth with a lot of flavor, and it's going to make your tongue dance behind your teeth, and the way it's going to absolutely warm you up on the way down reminds me of something else that you gave me. Sorry. I keep forgetting. We can't always be doing that kind of a thing. We can do so many other things. And you always said that you had feelings about the way that I was always around. And I have to believe they're good. Otherwise, you would have told me. You would have told me if they were bad feelings. And I don't think, well, between me and you, I don't think we've ever had a bad feeling. In fact, I love to give you nothing but really good feelings. When I hold you and I kiss you and I snuggle you and I just try to make all of the pains of the world go away. And I promise you again, I've met so many people. I've never met anyone like you. And you think that you're always so inadequate, that everyone's judging you. Everyone looks at you and they don't understand you. But I always have. I don't care that you spent so much money on Warhammer minis or your other minis. I don't mind all the hours that you just want to escape this world and dive into a game and just pretend that everything is not on fire burning. I don't mind that you don't like the typical things that they say you're supposed to like just because of who you were born. I love you for you. For me, you will never have to perform. You don't have to perform for anyone anymore. Just be yourself with me. Just let your hair down. Just decide that you are enough. And know that there's someone out there who agrees, and honestly forget everybody else who doesn't. Yeah. Those papers, I didn't think you would see those from so far away. I thought we were going to have to take you to an optometrist soon. Those are missing persons flyers. I grab any that I see. People think that I'm doing it so that I could try to help find you. I just want them down. And yes, okay, fine. Yeah, there are people looking for you, but here, just look into my eyes, just feel me wrap my arms around you and feel my breath on your neck and hear me whispering in your... Oh, fine. No, it's fine. We can turn on the TV, and it's just... I didn't want you to have to find out this way. Well, yeah, of course they're gonna run your missing persons reports, but people have already given up looking for you. See? They don't understand what real love looks like. I should take you away from all of this. You shouldn't want to be here having to watch as all of these people just pretend that they cared about you when they don't. Here, let me snuggle close to you. Press against your chest. Listen to your heartbeat. We can watch this together. You see? They don't care. They don't care about you at all. They're just sitting there, staring into that camera feed, reading those lines. Because they have to. Not because they want to, not because they see any value in finding you. I would have not waited. I would have known something was wrong the moment you didn't pick up the phone on the first ring. I would have been out racing to find out where you are. No, they waited 24 hours to report you as missing. Well, no, that is a fallacy. You can absolutely demand that they look for you sooner. And they have to, but they want to give it time because usually people pop back up. But that's... If you know someone and you care for someone, they're really acting different, you can press on that. I would have pressed on it for you. Honestly, I wouldn't have needed the police. I just would have used tracking devices. But anyways, look at them. Just searching out in the woods haphazardly. None of them are using any kind of tracking device. None of them are using metal detectors. They don't even have the dogs out there yet. I would have called in the freaking SEALs Team 6 to find you. They're just going through the motions, my love. Now, see? Well, this was from a few days. I taped them so that I could see if they were getting close to us and seeing if we had to move, I have to protect you, especially since you even said it. You needed to get away from that stressful and unappreciative life. But you were never going to do it on your own. So I did it for you. And now, look at them. Now, they are putting up a press conference and they have your face printed on t-shirts. But I promise you, they're not wearing those t-shirts everywhere. They're doing it for the press conference so people can give them pity and attention. Negative attention is so easy to get, and they are loving it. You're missing. You're the victim, but they're acting like they're the victimized ones because you're gone. While they're sitting there bumping their gums in front of that camera, they could have been out there finding you. But instead, They could have been demanding to go through your phone to see your GPS last tracked location, bringing out dogs. They could have been interviewing, casing around for people who would have seen where you've gone. They could have been pulling camera feeds. We live in an Orwellian future. There's cameras everywhere. But where are you? Well, you're with me. You're with someone who never would have let this happen to you, my love. And again, no one has ever loved anyone the way I love you. It's impossible. You're my entire universe. And I will never allow them to hurt you again or stress you out or to feign like they care about you this much. Look at them, saying that I can go. They'll let me do whatever I want to. I just need to turn you back in. Well, I know they didn't say me, but whoever has you, they want you to go away. They want you to not be here. They want you to be back with them. But they're willing to let me go? If someone took me from you, I would absolutely make sure that my meat puppet would be hitting their face faucet. They would be on the ground. They wouldn't have a head left by the time I finish curb stomping them to the ground. Someone would be picking up their flattened pancake of a body. Sorry. I get a little charged thinking about someone taking you away from me. Because I love you so much. It would absolutely break my heart. And look, here's the next missing persons report. Yeah, look at that. They don't care. They don't care what's happening to you. They're upping the reward, but I doubt that they're doing the easiest things that they could. Have they pulled your bank records to see if you've been spending any money? If maybe you just left them? Have they talked to any of your friends? Have they logged into any of your social media networks? I doubt it. I bet you dollars to donuts. So this was yesterday's report. Today's report's going to be no different. They are going to be probably calling off the search soon because something else tragic and terrible will have happened. And they're going to be off to the next shiny new object, the news cycle. And the people of your life are going to be off to the next major issue in their life. And you are the only issue in my life, darling. You're like a masterpiece. I could spend hours just watching you exist. You're so much smarter than everyone who didn't see how special you are. I clocked it from the moment I saw you. I would sit there and I would take the bacon fat that you threw out and I would make collages out of them because you touched them. And I knew that that meat had gone in your body to help keep you strong. I would dig through your trash and find little clippings of your hair and put them together and put them in my pillowcase so I could smell you at night. I would sneak into your house and just go invisible and sleep underneath your bed so I could be closer to you. And as I got bolder, I would crawl into bed with you. And oh, goodness, the sights that I got to see. I'm not complaining. I've been learning everything that's possible about you. When I found out that you were into Warframe, I went and found so many YouTubers that made videos on it so that I could fully understand it if I ever got a chance to play with you. I'd be ready. I found out that you really, 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 really love Transformers, and I didn't know much about them, so I dove head first into the lore so we could have different things to talk about. You deserve to be cherished every day. You deserve to be cherished the way that you have envisioned and wanted. And that's me. Oh, here we go. See? Look. The news reports. and showing all the search parties and your family still bleeding. I'm sorry, am I squeezing you a little too tight? And just the thought of them thinking about coming to find you. Look, they're beginning to give up. They're increasing the amount, but there's less people searching for you than there were yesterday. And they said that they're going to continue the search privately. There we go. I told you. I told you. And don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. They're making themselves feel better. They're making themselves feel better because they went out and searched for you. They felt like they did something, and now they're heroes, but really they're zero heroes. As I said, they're zeros. They could give up on you so quickly after 4 days? Me, no. Our love compared to their love for you is inferior. I would never give up. They're going to blame the fact that they can't take more time off work, or they have kids, or they have responsibilities. Boo-hoo. Who cares about all of that if something that you love, someone you love, is gone? They're missing. You don't know if they're in pain, if they're okay, if you need to save them, if you could save them. And that would be all I would want to do. I would want nothing more than to save you. They never appreciated you when they had you. And they're not appreciating you now that they might be losing you. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. They never will. They will never appreciate you because they don't understand you. They have been actively harmful to you. They have made you feel awkward, strange, like you're on the outside of reality. Like you needed to conform to their way of being. Not that they needed to ever understand you. That you were someone who was fundamentally twisted and different from them. They never once tried to see the world as you. They tried to just make you bend to theirs. So that for that reason, I have to wonder, why would you feel guilty about them going to prove how virtuous they are? That's all this is. This is a virtue signaling at its best. They don't love you. But here you're worshipped. Here you can love me and feel fulfilled that you're loving someone who loves you back. Here you're celebrated for being different. Here you can show me how you love certain things, and I can show you. We can learn from each other. You'll never go to bed alone. You'll never, ever want for anything. You'll never have to have a care in the world other than your care for me as I care for you. And if anybody ever thinks about possibly coming in between the two of us, they will be met with a very swift sword straight to the gut. Because I would rather rip the life force out of somebody than to let them ever come near us. Anywho, so now that we've established you are everything to me and nothing to them, honestly, you're more important than my own life. I would absolutely jump in from a train for you. Please, don't let them take you from me. Just grow to accept that you belong here and stop trying to run away from me. That we belong together. This is legitimately our destiny. Exactly. You see it now. You see it now. You don't understand. You see, when you're gone, I don't feel like I'm me. There's like this chaos that forms in your absence. And as much as I try, I start spiraling and I start breaking things and I start getting angry about anything that could be keeping you from me and worrying that I'm never going to see you again. And then I go out searching for you, and then people come up to ask me questions, and I don't have time for it, and then I shove them, and then they fall out of windows, and then people go looking for who's the person that shoved them, and then I have to get gone, and I have to disappear, and then I have to go find you, and then when I recorporealize and people could see me, then same thing happens. People start asking questions about stuff, and then they get hit by buses because I pushed them into the bus, perhaps, and it's just... it becomes such a problem. It becomes such a... oh no. Do you hear that? I do. No, I know what that is. Those are the search helicopters. Well, tonight again is the last night, and the teams will be out here, but they're not gonna hear us. They're gonna skip right over this place. Oh, this is an old industrial building. And we're so many layers deep. There's 3 beneath the surface layers. And I kind of dug this one out. We're actually beneath the blueprints of the actual building. And them trying to figure out how to get down here is going to be really difficult. But I fitted it out really nice. I took a lot of the loose stones from the last layer and I put it down here so we could be comfortable for a few days. Well, I guess as comfortable as we are hiding out in a little secret layer. They'll probably go to the basement. They might go to the second sub-basement, but they're not going to hit the third one. What they'll probably do is try to use some sort of equipment to sense whether or not there's any life down there, and they're not going to see anything. And then they're going to move along. But I made sure that I dug an extra hole down so I could hear if there was anybody approaching. I tried to think of everything. That's right. Gosh. I love you more than they ever could. I can't wait for you to be able to see that. Oh, goodness. I can't wait to see the desperation. I can't wait to see the desperation in their eyes when they realize that they have lost one of the brightest lights they have ever had, and they're not going to get it back. Oh, goodness. I kind of like the fact that they're going to be suffering without you. Well, no. Just because they don't care about you doesn't mean that they're not going to suffer. See, they're so delusional. What? Me? Are you calling me delusional? Yeah, I thought you meant them. They are deluded. You're right, baby. They are awfully deluded. They would have to be. See, they love the attention of having lost somebody and everybody coming to them and asking them questions. People love negative attention. It's easy and cheap to get, and it feels great. But then, when you're not there to fix all their problems, you're not there to babysit their brats because they want to go out and do something. When you're not there to rush over to help them move furniture, when you're not there to help them clean their house, when you're not there to give them a ride or when they need $20, when you're not there to be the convenient person who helps them, but they actually show no interest in and do not care what they do and secretly call weird behind their backs, they're going to suffer. They're going to suffer because they're going to be like, something doesn't feel right. I sure do miss that thing that I once had. And they're not going to be able to put the name on it because they don't realize how important you are, how selfless you are, how amazing you are, how much people like you in society. Who am I kidding? There's no one like you in society. They're going to miss that love and care and attention. The ones like I got last night. Whoa. You never given care and attention to someone else like you did to me last night, did you? Sorry, I get a little insecure. Back to what I was saying. they're going to miss everything that you did for them. But they're so self-absorbed, so deluded. They're not going to realize it was you who was giving them all of that. They're not going to realize how absolutely perfect you are and how they desperately need you back, want you back, have to have you back. They're not going to remember who's the one that gave them all of those things. And when they find someone to replace some of it, they're not going to replace all of it. Because nobody has been as devoted to the people around them as you have. My love, my sugar, my darling. Your lips are so soft and so inviting. I like to just bite on that bottom lip and give it a tug when I just want to continue holding you nice and tight like I am right now. Let this world melt away. Let them go bother someone else. I want to give you back so much of what the world took away from you, took for granted. All you wanted was a safe circle of people who were around you and loved you. I guess that has to be me. Oh, and darling, shh. Don't worry about them. Don't worry. Don't worry about them. I don't want to get upset. I don't want to have a bad night. I just remember how you always complained. How you were always searching. It's how you ended up in VR chat. You don't want to be around those people, but you do want to have people who care about you around. You don't want to be lonely, and you never have to be lonely with me here. I'm lonely. I'm lonely all the time. I can be in a crowded room of a ton of people, but I don't have that one person that I feel understands me, who gets me, who wants everything that's best for me, who is so in love with me. I want to be that for you. No. We can watch your missing persons report tomorrow, but I promise you, all it's going to do is, and it'd be an announcement of the police officially calling off the search. You can hear that. The people up above, they're all moving away. They're all heading off. They're clearing out of this area. We're at the very edge of the woods before it turns back to being another suburban place again. You're going to fade into the night. You're going to be a fleeting memory to these people. You're going to be something that they're occasionally reminded of if your favorite movie comes on, or when somebody wants to remind people that, oh my God, I miss this person, and then 10 seconds later they're shoveling ho-hos and ding-dongs down their throat and probably watching another episode of Love Island. They'll get the attention for having known you. But these are people who knew of you. They never knew you. Not the way I do. I love you. So, why don't I help you out of those chains? Or rather, keep you in them, and we can get you up and stretch you out. Though, I can think of many different ways I could get to stretching myself. What? Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that could be a lot of fun. But I think maybe we should save that for later on tonight. Well, we don't know if the search crews are going to come back, and I don't think doing that much screaming is going to be conducive of keeping it quiet enough down here to where We won't have to make a mad dash. I would hate to have to snap a few more necks in order to keep you protected, but I'm up for it. Oh, it seems, well, it is morning for you. It seems you're up for a few things yourself. All right. Well, let's get you up and let's get you nice and stretched and limber so we can make it to a more comfy place to stay. Yeah, I found this really cute place a couple of cities away. They have mainly a male population. A lot of them are very geeky, though. There's some cute comic book stores close by and a movie theater, so we can go watch lots and lots of shows. I heard the new Superman's out. That sounds enjoyable. All right, darling. Let's get going, eh? Allons-y. Hey guys, Zena Alexander here. Ha ha ha. Woo. Today's video was inspired by I didn't exactly cut them off for the world, but I may have changed a boyfriend's phone number when his family didn't like me and was trying to keep him away, so that they couldn't call him, and I may have made all new social media profiles and then just didn't add them and put that on his phone. And I may or may not have tried to spend close to about 4 days without him talking to anyone. We went on a little trip and he was surprised that no one was calling him, and it was great, and we had a lot of fun, and he got to see what it would be like to have a life without a whole bunch of people that genuinely did not like him and put him down all the time. I saw a smile on his face for the first time in the entire time we dated, to that point when he was around all of those people. And then he found out my little deception and he was none too pleased with it. And we ended up breaking up not too long after that, but just generally because his family meant a lot to him, and I knew it was something that was going to cause him more turmoil, and I would hate for him to have been with me and to be the reason he was so miserable, because he really did care about his family. He was definitely not ready to leave them. Fun times for Xena. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Awooathon. I don't know if I'll be streaming it on YouTube, but I'll definitely be doing it on Twitch. I plan to use mixture of gifted subs because those definitely help the channel. Cheers are great, but gifted subs really help other people be able to remember I exist sometimes. So they're very, very, very appreciative and help a lot. Again, channel points so that those that may not be able to give subs can also get in on it. But I am going to raise the price significantly because I do want 1,000 individual people to be told that they're a good boy if we can get to that number. I doubt we're going to get to that number, but I always say shoot for the moon, and if you make it down the street, still be pretty happy. So we'll see. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.